لبيك لبيك يا أبا عبد الله لبيك لبيك يا أبا عبد الله. All my days I give in your name, having you my desire.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, dearest viewers of Imam Hussein TV, and welcome to the show that takes talk the talk and walk the walk to a whole new dimension.
MashaAllah.
This is why I do this.
That's brilliant.
I'm your host, Mohsen, and I'm joined by my co-host on my right.
Hello, it's Amir, Reza.
And on my close
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. My name is Minhal Al Khafaji.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ali Fadhil.
Wa alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, gentlemen.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you too, Syed.
MashaAllah.
I'm speechless from that intro, but I'm
That
still
was
trying to.
sick.
Yeah, I'm still trying to talk.
Walk the
We
walk.
didn't do pun intended.
I was gonna, then you guys were mesmerized by my
We were just like, oh.
vernacular. So I
Yeah. It didn't
my
fly over
vernacular
our heads.
lexicals, so I thought, never mind. And
Yeah.
fantastic. So,
Cool.
for those of you who joined us, you know that on the Arbaeen Talk, we discuss many topics, different aspects of what is the Messiah, the miracle that brings millions together from Najaf to Karbala and all over Iraq, from Baghdad and Basra. And behind me, you can see screen where we have live footage of the pilgrims walking towards Abdullah Hussein right this minute and so forth.
I'll tell you something that actually happened, like real time. Yeah,
Okay.
like I was in the Messiah, and this proper. I think we talked in one of the episodes, like this Arab guy, like a proper Arabic
Proper
guy.
Arabic,
yeah?
yeah.
He's like very cultural, very Arab, and he was a Zair. He wasn't part of the Mawqib, so he wasn't a Khadim. He was a Zair. So he just came and collected some. Yeah, we were drinking tea. I was having tea. We haven't, by the way, in none of the episodes have we talked about tea.
Yeah,
Chai
Chai Abu
We
Ali.
haven't talked about it at all.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. So I was just standing there, and then a woman came, and then her sister, and then her relatives, and everything. They looked like they were having a great time. They were doing the Messiah. Everything was fine. And then I looked at him. He was quite disgruntled. He felt very uncomfortable. It's like, and we saying Iraqi guy.
Dardim. Yeah.
What's dardim?
Just muttering under his breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was just there muttering under his breath, and then they went, and then no, he stayed. Then he talked to them. He's like, "What are you guys doing here?"
What,
Right.
to the women?
To the women, yeah. And I was taken aback a bit. So he's like, "What are you guys doing here?"
Oh.
And then I was just observing.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What do you mean? What we're doing here? We're going to the ziyarah." He goes, "No, you should be staying at home. A place is." And I think he actually used like some sort of narration or something like that. Like
Okay.
the best places.
Iraq is always going to make up a narration.
So
and
the
attribute
best
it.
place for a woman is her home, or dignified as a woman is who stays at home or something like that. And then so when they left, I was like, why would you do that? Because these guys, they have as much right to go to Imam Hussein as you do. But give me your thinking. He's like, look, these women, right, when they go to leave the house, who's going to stay at home? Because if the kids don't go with them, then if she leaves, then the man has to stay in the house. That's one of the reasons. Like, okay, that doesn't make sense.
That's
because, Then he goes, but another reason is the amount of congestion, right, and the friction and the
contact.
the contact, right?
Yeah.
It's not right for them to come out. And he said also, if the women don't come, then there's a bit more space for the men. I don't believe
That's
in that,
it.
because if there's any space that's going to be filled up, it's going to get filled up, right?
Yeah.
So that's where it got me thinking. It's
Very
like, well,
small
But
maybe.
I disagree, because then tell women to stop going Hajj. Have different Hajj periods.
Yeah.
Well, then
Hajj
he'll
is
say
a whole other
Hajj is
dilemma.
wajib, for example.
Huh?
Then he'll say Hajj is wajib.
No problem. Hajj is wajib, but God's
Segregate
law,
it.
God's law doesn't stop during Hajj. Like, it's not during Hajj. It's a free for all. Go at it.
Yeah.
Start having contact with each other.
Yeah. I've taken tour groups. I've been part of tour groups, and not once has a lady said that any man on the Messiah has made me feel uncomfortable.
Alhamdulillah.
I'll be very, very frank and some people might have difference of opinion, but she goes, of course, yeah. When the congestion hits, but we try our best
The thing is,
to stay.
I've noticed it's fine. Why? Because the the men of the tour group man up and they defend the sisters.
We
link
have a ring.
arms,
Yeah, we link arms.
We link
There's a
arms. We
ring.
keep them protected in the
Yeah.
middle. Yeah. So like in that case, it works. I've even done family
That's
trips.
cute.
Quite nice.
Yeah, like I've done
The
family
women
trips.
basically they have this ring of men around them.
Yeah.
We take the hit and the
Yeah.
punches and the
Okay.
bruises and everything like that and the budging, but the women just because also it's hot and stuffy.
Yeah.
So the women can just they can stay together
Yeah.
and there's no other men coming in.
Reminds me
and they can breathe a bit.
of Tatweer on the day of Ashura in the Haram of Imam Hussein, where all the shabab go in. We sort of huddle up together, right, and then we just lock arms together and we just go now, and we just spread into a circle so that our boys can go in and do Tatweer on their
Oh, is
own
it?
stuff.
Like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you
like a
have
whole
to.
unit.
You,
So
you,
you guys,
have to. You gotta make your own.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
proper
Yeah.
You guys
choreography
move
with
like
it.
a really organized
full on,
unit.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
on ring around
Wow.
all the women. Yeah.
Nice.
No, the thing is, so like even with family trips, I've done it. Me and my brother were locking arms. My sister's safe in the middle.
Yeah, we get loads of stories when they're inside the shrine.
Or, inside the hadra is a whole other.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
stories
Yeah.
like
Apparently it's UFC.
Yeah, I've complained about men. Like I
Royal
sometimes
Rumble.
get elbowed in the face, or this happens when I'm trying to get
Apparently
to
it's
the
worse than the ladies.
It's
I-
worse.
I-
Oh no.
sometimes
The
worse,
ladies
apparently.
do not care. They're like, they all have
I've
their
been-
right. They want to go. They will go.
Wow.
You can't stop them.
Wow.
And it's proper like boxat. It's beef. But it's
Yeah.
like
I've been elbowed in the eyebrow once. It wasn't nice.
yeah. So I've heard
Yeah.
like I've
So
heard stories.
have you touched the shrine during Arbaeen?
So yes, I have.
Okay.
I have,
Because
and
a lot of people make it their mission, but at the same time, we do again part of tour groups. We do tell them, listen, be cautious, be cautious,
Be cautious.
Cautious.
be cautious,
Yeah.
right? Because at the end of the day, you are a Zayar, the other man's a Zayar. No matter how much he pushes and shoves, but try to be as lenient as possible. But sometimes it's close
so
to
do you know
impossible.
what I did? Do you know I've got this thing, wallah, subhanallah, about Abdullah Al-Hussein when he wants you to touch his shrine.
Ride the wave.
Yeah.
Ride the wave.
Ride the wave.
Ride the
Oh.
wave.
You ride the wave.
Human
Wallah,
ocean.
this one time, our good friend Hassan Naib, he
Shout out to us tonight.
shout out to Hassan Naib.
Shout out Hassan.
My first ever Arbaeen,
Shout out.
he was there, and I was sort of trying to push and shove and also just trying to get to the Dariyah, and he was just standing there. And we went in at the same time, and he was just standing there, and I realized this guy's further ahead than me.
Yeah.
And he literally, he looked.
No.
I looked at. I was like, "How are you there?" And
works.
he goes to me, "Just stop.
Just
Just
stop.
don't move.
It works.
Ride the wave.
Yeah.
This guy's pushing you this way. This guy's pushing you sideways. That guy's pushing you from behind again.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're at the hadra.
Yeah.
You're
Because don't forget,
you're at the shrine.
there's 100% going to be 3 or 4 guys actually with their hands like this on your back, pushing you
Oh,
forward.
100%.
Right? But my worst night.
It's a nice
because
back massage, by the way, when they're actually pushing you.
Ain't man.
I'm a bit claustrophobic, so I can't stay in that area for too long. My worst nightmare happened.
I mean, when you're claustrophobic,
Yeah, look up. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
it
one
helps a
time,
lot.
oh my god, one time I was, we were going inside one of the entrances, and it was so packed out that there was, again, the thing is, it's the squeeze. Have you ever been in a squeeze?
No, I
Chest from the back.
I can feel the squeeze now.
Yeah, that.
I can
yeah,
feel it
that
now.
compression. There,
You can
I
feel
had.
next man's
I,
ribs.
I
Oh.
don't know what I did. I managed to just tiptoe because I'm quite tallish. Like
Yeah.
I could just
Yeah.
manage to tiptoe. I got like at least a head above the next person. All I could see is just heads in front of me,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
could see the wave going left and
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
panic. But anyway, so when you're in the shrine, okay, you get to the shrine. How are you gonna get out?
Ride the wave.
No.
No,
You have to go. Yo, Ali.
Yeah, and you push
Really?
back. Yeah.
Oh
You
damn!
gotta push back.
I just turn around and put my hands up, and they
They take
No,
you.
no, no.
They take me,
So
out.
what I did that time that I got to the window was I saw some people behind me, so I just said Haji. He goes, oh. He jumps out. Then it becomes like a domino effect.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
starts
yeah.
following.
Do you know how like if something is dug up, right, and you dig. You dig from the bottom,
Yeah.
right? The more you dig, the more space, and then that sand comes in. That's
Exactly.
what it's like. So you
That-
got to make a space for someone. That person comes in, and then you make another
100%.
space. Until
Yeah,
it just,
yeah.
But it is at the end of the day. Once you're out of it, it's like you're obviously huffing and puffing, but it's such a beautiful experience. It still is a beautiful experience.
No,
What
it
I
makes-
love
sorry.
about being there, by the way, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of a big guy, right? So I'm like, I can get through. But then I see a kid, I pick him up and I like, not throw him, but like I leave him up. I'm like, I grab his hand and I make a touch. And I've seen Brez, you know, they try and touch and they can't
Yeah,
reach.
yeah.
Do you ever grab their hand and make them like hit the zare, like so they can reach?
Never done that.
I've always done that.
so
I've
much of
never
my own
done that.
shrine.
I've
but-
helped. I think, but I don't like big crowds. I hate it.
Yeah.
I don't like rush or big crowds. Arbaeen day.
I
you
just
normally
don't like the
find me-
pushing.
Arbaeen Day, you normally find me on top of a hotel roof or Imam Hussein TV roof.
Yeah.
I can see the dome. It's nice.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, we're
I can
fortunate
focus
to have
on-
access to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But others that don't have access to that, I
so-
don't know, man.
So when
honestly.
you're in Arbaeen, when you're not on the Mashaya, but you're in Karbala now, you've arrived. When do you guys typically like to arrive? Like on Arbaeen Day, a couple of days before?
Oh man, me and
Couple
Ricardo don't have a
days-
choice.
we don't have a choice really. We arrive a day before or on the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Because of
'Cause of
Filming.
work,
Filming.
Ah,
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would like to get to Arbaeen, completing the Mashaya 4 days before Arbaeen.
Right.
That's
You
really
need
nice.
a day or
And
two to recover, and then you can enjoy the Muwakib come in, the rituals and the festivities,
Yeah.
but the commemorations and so forth.
For me, it's I generally like to stay away from the congested areas until after Arbaeen. But then, by the way, have you felt that eerie,
It's empty.
depressing
It's the
feeling
worst.
the day after Arbaeen?
It's the
Bro, I-
worst.
I
So
when all the
remember my
Muwakib are
first
just-
one.
They're just unlocking and they're all just
Right, here's a quick
dismantling.
question. What's the longest you guys have stayed? Like
2
like,
days.
2 days?
2 days.
3 days.
3 days?
When I was like young, 13, 14, over, I've stayed, I think, a week or two. It's
Wow.
depressing when you like.
Wallah.
Because
when
it's
you-
the Maghrib after it's empty.
Yeah, so Arbaeen's finish, it's Maghrib, right? People start like fizzling away. By midnight, a lot of the Zawar have gone. By next Maghrib, half the Muwakibs, if not
Yeah.
all of them, are gone.
Yeah.
Yani, I remember my first Arbaeen, Sayyid Mohsen goes to me, watch it a day after. He goes, watch how empty it's going to be. And I said, there is no way 20 million people are going to empty out in 24 hours. Wallah, the next day, I woke up, I went outside. We were staying in Sayyid Murtada Hakim's house.
Because there's no Muwakib.
There's no music,
no-
there's
Yeah.
no Latmiya, there's no
There's-
speakers,
There's
no
no
nothing.
Muwakib coming in, so it's all
Wallah,
silent.
you know in the beginning of movies when there's a car driving and it's that the heat thing.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
tumble-
Oh,
yeah.
tumbleweed
And then
goes-
the top, wallah, I saw that with my own eyes. 2018, I came out on the road. I'm looking left and right, and it's empty.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, where's
Makes-
everyone gone?
It really does make your heart sink as well. It's like all over. Like only 40 days ago, we started first on Muharram.
Yeah,
No, 50
No,
days ago.
50 days
50 days
ago,
ago,
yeah.
we started first on Muharram.
Yeah.
And then 50 days later, it's like, that's it. We're done.
The
until
worst
next
bit
year.
for me. So I stayed 1 week. I stayed
Mm.
4 days in Karbala and then 3 days in Najaf after. It was the worst experience ever.
Really?
And the heartbreak is driving back up the Mashaya from Karbala to Najaf.
Oh.
So
I've done that,
skeletons.
I've done that.
It is, yeah. It's
all
a
frameworks.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah,
all
yeah,
like
yeah.
market store framework
Yeah.
like that all the way
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
it's
and you're
amazing
thinking-
how quickly they set up and
Yeah.
set down.
Well,
Was that-
most
Pack
of them pack up, but most
Pack
of
up.
them most of them want to be with Imam. most of them Mawaki want to be with Imam Hussein on the day of Arbaeen.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
likewise they'll pack up and go and so forth.
So-
But going back,
But how long? Sorry,
it's heartbreaking.
how long are you staying this time?
A week.
So the reason why I said that, I think I was.
So
in
I'm
the show.
scared now.
No, it's because I actually like. Yes, I get the electrifying atmosphere. Because by the way, even if you're in your hotel rooms, and for all the visitors that are going to visit, if you're in your hotel rooms, no matter
you can hear
what time of day,
There's
you can
something.
hear the whole city.
Yeah, there's no sleep.
just you could just hear it.
And that's if you get a hotel room, by the way.
Yeah, that's if you get
If you're lucky enough to
procession
get
after,
one.
and they don't stop.
Mashallah.
Procession after procession for what?
Yeah, yeah.
20 days, I think.
Brother, it's
Yeah.
banging.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Is there actually?
Well,
No,
what-
hats off to the Mawakib that go in not during the night when the lights are really nice and everyone's out. During the
Daytime.
day.
Oh my.
Oh.
In the heat.
Daytime Mawakib.
Last
is
year, I felt mad.
unbelievable. Like for example, I remember our good friend Sayyid Jawad Al Hakim.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know
out.
Sayyid
Sayyid
Jawad.
Jawad.
Shout out to Sayyid Jawad. And all the boys, like his brother, his cousins, their mawkib during Muharram, for example, is always in the during the day. They never go in during the night.
Ooh.
Go on then. Sorry, Karen.
Yeah, no, put one less
Can we get
screen
the
on.
screen up,
Well, it's in
please?
Arabic, so. might not
Yeah,
make sense.
عادي.
Yeah, go on then. أعلن رئيس قسم الشعائر والمواكب I can't read that in Arabic. الهيئات الحسينية في العراق والعالم الإسلامي التابع للعتبين المقدستين الحسينية والعباسية الحاج رياض نعمة السلمان بأن عدد المواكب الحسينية المشاركة في زيارة الأربعينية الإمام الحسين عليه السلام 1435 هجري هو 23,500.
Now
That's 1435. How
That's last year.
is that last year?
No.
We're
that's like-
1446.
that's like- no, we're 46.
That's 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
Okay, so I need
That's
something
really
up to
outdated.
date.
So 11 years ago is Daesh times. Beginning of Daesh.
That's true. Twitch.
Really?
23,000 mawaqib during Daesh
Wow.
times. Unbelievable.
No, but Joy is
Three.
like you're talking about the heat, right? I've seen people. They are out there. There's
Quite proud of
it's
myself
like
for that
it's
Arabic,
one
by
of
the
these
way.
big markets with 1,000, 2,000 people, or if not
Yeah.
more. They're doing Zanjir or they're doing Latom, and they go at it from the beginning of Shara Qibla all the way up through.
Markers by the
Yeah,
flag.
yeah, from the flag. So I see them start from the flag, go all the way through, get to the bridge just before Bab al Qibla.
Okay, this
is how they do it in that heat. I can't hack it. I'm sleeping.
This is a bit confusing because now it says 30th of August 2023 was 17,406.
Milwaukee.
Whereas, yeah,
So
2000.
Yeah.
it could be that the Muwakibs are bigger but less. Because bear in mind, I've
Some
seen
collabs.
I've seen a lot of
And
Muwakibs collab.
don't forget the Ataba
Mergers.
not
M&A.
merges. No,
mergers and acquisitions.
No. I think they've started. I think they've prevented some market from going in, all that kind of
Ah,
stuff.
you need licenses now. They're proper legit.
Oh, yeah,
now.
yeah.
Whole
Yeah.
paperwork, everything.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah, you
documentation.
need a proper
Because there's
license.
food because by the way, again, we're probably going to talk about health and safety later, but how do they maintain the integrity of the health and safety of food?
Allah Muhammad Ali.
Maybe.
Allah Muhammad Ali. That's it.
Because if you think about it, if someone was like, let's just say a terrorist, whatever, these guys,
Yeah.
they wanted to really be like, I don't want to say the bad word, but anyway, they could
Naughty.
actually make a mawqib
Yeah.
and poison everyone. if they
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah.
That just shows, by the way, if Lava Abdullah goes
Subhanallah.
is mad. It's like you got
The
30
miracle of
million-
Imam
Yeah.
Hussein.
Also-
Allah,
also-
it's a miracle.
Also, don't forget, like the mawaqib that are on the walk. These guys, their neighbors know them. The mawqib next door knows who
yeah,
he
okay,
is.
Okay.
Yani-
That makes sense.
That's a
Yeah.
fair point. You know, some
That
of
is
these
a fair-
Milwaukee have been there for like 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they know.
Our neighbors all from Basra in 1114.
And the guy in front of
Yeah.
us is from Isfahan or Iran or something like that.
So,
Yeah.
So they know
So,
each other.
yeah,
So
you-
if one
you
did
know
pop
each
up
other.
and he's like, "Oh, where are you guys
Yeah,
from?"
where are you from?
From
Yeah.
Al-Adhamiyya.
Yeah.
Is that a bad place?
Yeah, Adam is majority opposites.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
yeah. If he says that, then it's a bit
Yeah, it's
question
like,
mark.
or he says I'm from Tikrit or no. By the
He's
way,
not
no
gonna say that.
hate to anyone from there, but
Yeah.
like obviously,
Look, going
Anyway,
back to what Mullah said,
so,
even
yeah.
if there's not a mawqib, even one individual, there can be one bad apple in the bunch, and nothing happens. Like if
Yeah.
you think about it, like it takes one guy to pour something on the marinating you're making for your
Yeah.
chicken that you're giving
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
The rice, put something in the water.
It's so easy
It's-
to,
yeah.
to poison thousands and thousands of people to death. By the
Yeah,
way.
but you,
Yeah.
mashallah, this is like
that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Subhanallah.
I've had upset stomachs in your life.
Yeah,
It
everyone
happens.
gets
It
upset
happens.
stomachs. Yeah,
I haven't. Like I go,
You didn't have a good time.
Alhamdulillah.
You didn't eat it.
Alhamdulillah. I go, alhamdulillah. I'm on it. I eat everything, but I'm a fat guy. I eat everything,
So-
but nothing happens.
Moving on to
Mashallah.
health and safety, we were talking about crowds.
yeah.
Do you think there should be like a cap or a limit on how many people enter?
No.
Absolutely not.
Huh?
But then there's
Not
another
at
miracle.
all.
There's another miracle. A city which is not even built to welcome 20 million people.
Yeah.
Somehow every year survives.
Indeed.
London
What,
can't
what, are
put-
the, what would be the repercussion? I mean, what could go badly wrong if it wasn't a miracle? Because I genuinely think
No,
that
look,
there is a divine.
A stampede.
Nothing.
That could go wrong.
No, okay. Forget
Yeah.
Stampede for a second. Let's look at it more easier, right? London, for example, can't handle the infrastructure of London is weak, and they can't handle the people with sewage. It can't handle people with travel because the cars are thing.
Snow.
So imagine there with no infrastructure of proper sewage or no infrastructure of proper walking,
Recycling.
recycling,
Rubbish.
walking, travel is crazy. Like here, there's not enough. If you walk in Central, there's not enough space on the pavement to walk on to go to work.
Have you seen Oxford Street when
Yeah.
it's like Christmas
Christmas
Day?
time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Christmas
Oh, I love
days.
it.
There's no
It's horrible.
space at all. So imagine you're in a place where there is no pavement, there is no roadworks, there is no, infrastructure, no facility, and yet you're chilling. You're like,
This year might be difficult because they're doing the expansion work. So a big majority of the Khayma side
Yeah.
and
no. So
Yeah.
what they do,
it's
That's gonna be quite
so
horrible.
I remember back before they started expansion when Tel Zainabia was still there, right? It was back in like 14, 15.
Yeah.
It was still there, and it was mashallah a lot of open space. When they flattened it, it was crazy. But then the way they did their construction is they would open underneath and people would put mokibs inside the construction. So opposite the Khaymagar, for example, if you see there's few mokibs inside the construction.
Can I just ask? I went Muharram time, just last Muharram I was in Karbala. What happened to the tunnel on Shari Qibla? Do you remember they were digging a tunnel down?
they were.
It's all gone. It's just a normal flat straight road now.
Is it?
Yes, it's no
So
straight road.
there's no works anymore.
No, Shari Qibla is clean.
Wait,
smooth,
There was no
straight.
tunnel.
When did where did the tunnel start?
There used to be
So when you come from Mukhayyam,
works. Yeah.
you come from Mukhayyam, the big pole flag, the raya on Shari Qibla.
So the beginning of Shara Qibla.
Markaziya.
Markaziya,
Yeah.
And then you walk straight down
Yeah.
towards Abu Abdullah Hussein.
Yeah.
And then it came a point where there was like a blue board going in the
Blue
middle of the
border.
road.
Yeah.
So you have to go down that side, the right side of it, or the left side of it.
That's
where
just
the hotels were.
That's the bridge.
that was the
And
bridge.
they were digging something down.
Were
They were
they?
digging a tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So I just come back from Muharram. It's
Oh, they packed up the bridge. Okay, I know what you're talking about. So you know, as soon as you come up Baba Qibla and you're walking out of Shara Qibla, there's a little bump in the road. And like it's like a bridge going up, and you stand there, you're like eye level with the beginning of the door. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's that bit.
It's not the bridge. It's not the footbridge.
No, not the footbridge. No. The bridge, not the footbridge going across that way. No. I know exactly what you mean. I took like photos there because it's literally it goes
Yes.
up and then you can see you're almost eye level with the top of the door
Is it?
of the Shara. Yeah, I remember. I took a photo there.
Because I remember they were digging a tunnel. Do you remember the tunnel?
I
it was
remember.
meant to go down into Shara Sidra.
Yeah. I remember that sort of board. I think they were trying to make ziyarah under because of so many people coming towards Arbaeen. They were trying to sort of
Well,
create an underground ziyarah.
Help crowds maneuver
Basically
around
crowd
and
control
stuff.
because
crowd control.
Bro, Arbaeen, there's so
It's-
many people.
It's all gone. It's all gone.
Wow.
And then Shara Qibla, as
This
you
is
go to
weird.
the
Look at
shrine
this.
of Imam
Can you
Hussein.
show my screen, please? How did they get into here? This is so weird. They're
a
inside the
museum.
museum with Imam Hussein.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just someone who takes a picture and just uploads it onto
Mate,
Google
you know
Maps.
you can do
Why
that.
did they
a
get here?
360 You can do that. Get a 360 camera. Just start
No, I know,
walking.
but why here?
That's
I'm trying to get the street view.
there is
There is no street.
No,
view
there
in
is.
Karbala.
My
Where?
guy,
Not
look
Shara
at this.
Qibla.
Look at this.
Okay, there's Bain
Not
Haram.
Shara Qibla, but how did they get here? That's mad.
Yeah, okay, again, you just walk with the
Yeah, that's
360
one guy's
camera.
I get
Wow,
it,
I
but why didn't
Yeah,
they
but
go on the other side? Or how can I get
Bad,
to
he got tired. It's too hot.
That must be Arbaeen time as well. Look at
This-
that.
yeah,
It
it's
is. It's
fucking-
September
No,
22.
come on.
No
That
way.
is, look,
This is
it's
that is
bro,
Muharram.
there's a space to walk. Are you alright?
Yeah.
Look, there's space to walk.
Muharram is like that.
Wait.
Yes.
The date's there, September 22.
That's
That's-
Arbaeen.
That's just before Arbaeen.
Oh wow.
No.
That's September 22.
Yeah,
It's
this
just
is
before
Arbaeen.
Arbaeen.
This is Arbaeen, yeah.
This is a week or two before Arbaeen because of how light it is.
Yani Mr.
Wait 1 second.
Mr.
So that's Abul
Shrivi-
Fadl Abbas. Oh, I get it. This is Imam Hussein.
Mr.
Okay.
This is
Mr.
Shara Sidra.
Wait,
Yeah, you're next to the hospital.
Mr. Street View, you couldn't find any other time other than Arbaeen to do this. Wallah Khataya, I feel sorry for
Yeah,
him.
this guy's.
I feel sorry for him with all that crowd.
Google-
Bear in mind, he
Google
could
Maps,
be-
can
he-
you-
The thing is,
Google
What do you guys? By the way, I just noticed this. What do you guys think of of these guys standing firm and not selling to the Ataba for expansion work?
I don't think you have a no, but I with Ataba, you don't have a
Ooh.
choice, right? They'll just give you money, let go.
No,
The question is this, Mr.
No.
Mr. Mullah. Mr. Mullah,
Yeah.
if you had a spot outside the shrine of Imam
I
Hussein,
wouldn't give up.
put business away. Oh, you're going to get loads of people coming in. It's a great location.
Imagine
Forget
you
that.
live up there.
The barakah, you're in front of the shrine of Abu Abdullah Hussein. Would you give up your spot?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Unless it was for. But the thing is, you.
What if they put the guilt like this is for Imam Hussein, the Zawar expansion
If
people?
it was for Imam Hussein, maybe you'd be more like
Come
willing
on.
to do it and be like, you know what, you're gonna bring the shrine. My spot is gonna be part of the shrine now. And this. And that.
I'll be honest with you.
Take
I'll be
it.
honest with you. Seeing the amount of Zawar for Arbaeen, like you kind of have to.
By the way, it's a win-win situation because they're offering millions. Yeah,
Yeah,
They're offering you way
Yeah.
over
So
what the asking price.
it's
is.
a win-win situation
They're compensating
because-
you and everything.
because you're gonna get the money to be able to build somewhere else
Yeah.
and be able to probably live for the rest
How
of
you
your
saying,
life,
inshallah?
right? And at the same time, you've given it for Imam Hussein, I understand,
Thing is,
because
yeah.
technically it's yours.
But if you look at prices in Karbala, it's not cheap.
No, of course. What is not cheap?
Karbala is not cheap.
No.
Karbala, say for example, they give
Depends
you
where you go.
this bit, say roughly 2 million, right? $2 million is a random number.
Yeah.
You think you can get an apartment in Karbala is like at least 300k. You think like you can't get that spot again? Like you imagine you're not next to the like I get what it is and like I have to.
We've
give
got
up.
we've gone
Are
very
you-
financial with
very-
this.
Are you talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you talking?
Let's
from a
bring it
business
back to
point of view?
Arbaeen.
Right.
Are you talking from a business point of view? Or are you talking from like a spiritual point of view? That I want to
a bit of both. A bit of both. Like
At the end of the day, I feel like
Rizq is in the hand of Allah.
everyone who owns a place around the shrine, for the sake of the Zuwar, for the sake of those who want to come towards Arbaeen, you just have to do it. You have to just sell it. You're getting a good sum of money for the sake of the Zuwar of Imam Hussein.
for Abu Abdullah, you know.
Yeah. One thing I did want to mention is, I don't know why it just popped into my head, because you were talking about health and safety, which reminded me of things like sustainability.
Oh yes, that's a big word.
I applaud and I take my virtual hat off to those who collect the rubbish on Shara al-Qibla in their big bin trucks.
Yeah.
Because do you know the patience you have to have
Just driving that truck.
to drive that truck at half a mile an hour?
Yeah.
Not even that. Yeah, so many people.
No,
too
forget
many
half a
people.
mile. Some guy, you're driving, you're like, I'm at a steady pace, half a mile an hour. Some guy comes in front of you and you have to stop.
Yeah.
No, you're in the middle of the people, so the people have to move out the way.
I know,
Yeah.
but like,
And they don't hear you, or they have to
I've seen it in
disperse
the
a
video
bit.
where the rubbish van is driving, yeah, and everyone's like, okay, clear up. There's already a guy ahead, maybe trying to make some space. No, there's an Arabana coming through and just stops you right there in your track.
But why isn't there sort of an initiative between Najaf and Karbala on the tariq on like the walk towards Imam Hussein alayhi salam, for sustainability, for recycling, for just making sure it's clean?
I think this is more of a government thing that they need to get involved. Like the mayor of Karbala, the mayor of Najaf need to come together and say, listen. And besides, by the way, there's a lot of pressure on international governments as well to.
I mean, I'm sure
your carbon emissions or something like that by 2020,
100% sure
2040.
plenty of recycling companies have probably approached the Ataba and also the governments of Iraq.
You know someone?
Yeah,
I know someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, listen,
Lady Fatima Trust?
no.
No.
Because they were working with sustainable cups.
Yeah, but not to say, listen, we'll clean up your rubbish, we'll take it all because we're going to recycle it. We can sell it on and make profit that way. We'll clean it up for free, you know.
And have
And
they
they said
accepted?
no.
Huh?
Well, they tried to make it very difficult for them.
Well, what's the logic behind it then? Why?
No, but also
Why don't they make money themselves then?
Also, it's
because the Ataba have loads of different
it's
investment projects. Like they have loads of different.
You can make money off recycling, but a lot of money from recycling.
Exactly.
to be honest, it's also on an individual level as well. Like if you have a mawkib and you're gonna dash, I don't know, your rotten tomatoes just on the floor out there, it's not really helping, is it?
Do you think it's like a
Obviously
culture, not a cultural thing, but like, you know, it's the mentality of the people there. Like, you know,
Just
it's
education.
Yeah.
I think.
They
Yeah.
just throw
Like,
stuff on the floor.
it is what it is. You just dash out there, get soda and the bismillah.
It's it's dirty anyway, so I might just add to
Yeah.
that. Like, what difference is my
Brothers and sisters, if you are going onto the Arbaeen walk, please recycle. Please get rid of your waste in an ordinary fashion. Bins will be provided and so forth.
And also
there are
pick one of these cities to go to and then start walking from there. We have live coverage from all of these cities. And alhamdulillah, we provide to other TV stations. We provide them the footage as well.
Also, tell us in the comments if it's just Najaf Karbala that you've walked on, or maybe you've done Baghdad Karbala, and
that's
what's it like?
Have you walked anything
I've
other than?
never ever done.
Thing is,
anything
I
else.
think if you walk down other routes, I've seen, like, as I've driven from like Baghdad to Najaf, so I can start the walk. I've never seen a foreigner walk from Baghdad, or
no one
like
does
any
it.
all the foreigners I've seen
I
are from
think
Najaf.
I think there's a spiritual element to it where I send my condolences to the father, Imam Ali alayhi salam,
Yeah.
and then I bid him farewell, saying, "Look, give me permission to go visit your son."
Yeah.
And that's where they walk from.
But I've heard Baghdad to Karbala is an extra 20 kilometers or something. So it
Yeah,
might
I
take
think
an
it was.
extra
I think it was
day,
on the screen.
half a day. But apparently the Mawaqibs are really, really nice. Really, really.
Yeah,
What
because
makes,
are.
what makes a mawkib nice?
Wow, what food they have to offer.
AC,
But
comfort.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we know people from Baghdad. Baghdad, the city is very charming as it is. You know, infrastructure is amazing,
Yeah,
very beautiful.
yeah.
They've got a certain, what's the right word to use? Level, class, style, or something to maintain it up and keep.
Yeah.
And that shows also in their Mawaqibs as well.
Does
So-
it? I don't know.
Not that I've been to any of them, but I've heard. Momo, can you come tell us your stories?
Has he walked from Baghdad to
Momo
Karbala?
he said from Baghdad to Karbala, كلش دجاجة kebab.
It's just the judge and kebab.
Just the dajjaj and kebab all
Just
the way.
chicken and
Because
kebab.
these Mawaqibs have got money apparently. So like,
Oh, like that.
I feel
I
like
don't
a molkib being nice is the person who's serving.
True.
Yeah.
Like I saw a video, if you can bring it up.
Yep.
That video of the Hajji literally crying, just begging people to come into his house.
Is it the Instagram one? No, I don't have it up yet. Would it be this guy? No, not this guy.
No, not this guy. This guy's hilarious, but the way he does khidmah is he'll bring
this guy.
Yeah. He'll bring the other guy. He'll bring the plate to you. He'll eat from you. You're like, look how nice it is.
Yeah.
This guy, this Hajji right here.
Where's the sound? How do I get the sound on?
at the bottom, at the bottom.
At the bottom.
मैं तुम्हारी खिदमत करना चाहता हूँ मेरी बात सुनो मैं फकीर
You just pause there.
What's
मुझे खिदमत का मौका दो
Do you know where he is?
he's crying
My
for
God.
people to come into his house.
Wow.
He's praying.
He's pleading.
MashaAllah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He goes, our house is simple and the way we live is simple, but we just want to serve you.
Wow.
اجبر بخاطر عمك. So don't let it be something that I hold on to that I didn't get to serve you.
And don't break my heart, basically.
Don't break my heart.
Come on.
Like look, even the subtitles
Come at my
don't
house.
just come at my house to eat something. Come for 2 minutes. He wanted 2 minutes. Just and he's crying. Yani that for me is a beautiful mawkib. I think the majority of us don't look for a mawkib that's got really good infrastructure and they're serving you
we go for comfort.
5-star food
rather
and
than
comfort.
Sincerity.
Yeah.
Sincerity is the one.
MashaAllah.
I think.
I'm not gonna lie. If I've walked for 12 hours and I see a mokib with
Hassan,
AC,
Mullah Ali, we were getting emotional.
sorry.
Mullah Ali, we were getting emotional. we were living.
I Wallah, yeah, you're right. And you know what? That's why one of my cousins, he doesn't go through the Najaf Karbala route. He goes through the Basatin, the marches or marshes, because of their sincerity, because of the way they look after you. Because by the way, their houses aren't actually on the street, so you got to hop into a car, and also safety, by the way, because you don't know who this person is, but توكل على الحسين. But anyway, توكل يعني في سبيل الحسين. You jump into a car, and that car takes you like half a mile down inside the
Like a small village or something.
like a small village. There they look after you. Would anyone feel like, as an outsider? Us Iraqis, we know them, so we can say it's fine. But as an outsider, does that feel a bit weird? Would they have question marks?
So it's happened to me.
Has it?
But I was lucky. It wasn't because God bless Abu Rasul. He found the person.
Okay.
And it was myself and an Englishman that was with me, Martin Modlin. We went to his house to stay the night and so forth. And it was really nice. Comfortable, great food. He had like being sports. We were watching the footy. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. And we spoke to him after, and why would you do it and stuff. And he said the same thing. Like we do the khidmah for Abdul Al Hussein.
Yeah.
All visitors are welcome. Doesn't matter whether they are Iraqi, Pakistani, English, whatever background. All the lovers of Hussein are welcome. During this period for our hospitality. And inshallah we'll carry this on, and then inshallah we want more and more people to come, so we can serve more and more people.
So I've got a story about because you're bringing about safety and that kind of stuff. So my uncle was on the Arbaeen walk, I think 2020 or 2021. He went on the Arbaeen walk, and he was walking from Najaf to Karbala, but there was. So halfway through, there's a kid that starts walking with him and starts talking to him.
Okay.
That happens all the time.
Yeah.
You get so many life stories from kids.
Yeah. But he's just walking next to him, right? And they're talking. So they're walking for hours and talking. And then my uncle goes, like, where's your mum? Where's your dad?
Yeah.
Where's He goes. Oh no. My family are in Basra.
Yeah.
But I just told my mama, I'm going to Abu Abdullah Al-Hussein, I'm going to Mashayikh. She said, Allah Muhammad Ali, go.
Oh.
So my uncle is baffled because At his age, at 7 years old, 8 years old, we're not even allowed to go to the shops alone.
Yeah.
Like here in the UK, we're not even allowed to go to the shops alone. This kid is talking to strangers. He's just. I think that those roads. What is it? عراقي حسين مد سفرة من الموصل إلى البصرة. That sufra or that road, right? Or all the roads that lead into Karbala. I genuinely think angels protect the whole way.
That's mad.
I genuinely think that.
Yeah, I've actually come across a kid as well. That's like, I'm like, he didn't ask me for money. He was just walking.
They don't ask you for money.
He was just walking. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? He goes,
any minute now he's gonna ask me for 50k.
Yeah. One time I think I asked a kid and he looked at me like, what do you mean? What am I doing here? Like the same reason you're here, basically.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Like again, I asked the same question. Like,
Where's
your
mum
mum?
and
Where's he goes, they're at home. I just walked from, I forgot what city he was, but they're just on the walk. By the way, also as a side note as well, especially those who want to donate IHC, whichever charity you want to donate to, but donate to Imam Hussein charity. This is the Arbaeen period is a very, very vital period for those who are less privileged, because that's the only time they get a full meal three times a day, accommodation for 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. So spare a thought to the brothers and sisters out there.
Talking about safety, health and safety and stuff. Most of us have been multiple times for Arbaeen. What would you like to see implemented to make the experience a bit more safer, maybe more comfortable?
I've got one.
I've got one.
Go on.
I've got a dumb idea too, but
No, it's not. Nothing is.
Do you know how much space is taken up by people sleeping on the floor?
But not
as in the Mawakib.
No. In the shrine.
Bin Haramain.
Wait,
everywhere next to the Hadra.
Where are they going to go?
I don't know. Just come visit and let's just create places. Why don't you create shuttle buses to say, look, if you want to sleep somewhere, we'll take you there. You come to Arbaeen, do your ziyarah, we'll take you somewhere to sleep.
What we have in Najaf, that Fatima hall.
I don't know. Just create a hall.
How feasible is that when you've got the roads in and out of Karbala are pack out?
Listen. 10 years ago, we didn't have a Mashaya road, by the way. You know how it was to Najaf, and then coming from Najaf, one of them was taken up for the Mashaya, and the other one was that one road was split into two for cars to go back and forth.
Yeah,
it
they
was quite
broke
dangerous.
the dual carriage and made
I
it
remember
single carriage.
Right? Now they created a whole new road
on the side,
on the side. That's the Mashaya road. Why can't they do something similar to in Karbala? Just create a whole wide space.
Fair point.
Right?
If
make it sheltered.
We can make tents.
Bro, do you know how much people are sleeping on the floor? I'll tell you where exactly. Do you know Shar al-Qibla al-Abbas alayhi salam? You're looking at it, right?
Yep.
You're going straight. You're not going inside. The Hadra obviously is gated.
Okay.
Yeah. This way is Shar al-Shuhada, which is basically Bain al-Haramain.
Yep.
Right? Go right. Where the channel was before.
Ah.
That side, there's a massive open area.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Just people sleeping on the floor.
Oh yeah, I can't.
I get why, because look, you're sleeping Jiwar Imam Hussein alayhi salam, and there's no better feeling than, especially at night. It might be a bit crisp weather as well, where you're just sleeping and you're being looked after by a Abbas.
You wake up, you look up. Oh my God, I'm here.
I've done that before. It's an amazing feeling.
The Ataba give him like bataniya and pillows.
I don't do anymore because you don't need it. Who needs a blanket?
It's hot.
It's hot. I remember in winter, you used to give a hawiya. You need to give a hawiya to get a blanket, but it's cold.
I would say
I did chill for change in December, and it's cold. It is cold
in Iraq.
In Iraq, you need like three layers, 4 layers. It's not a joke, bro. Staying out. I'm never doing that again.
I would say definitely bring all the electricity underground. Don't let people mess about with electricity. Have a whole team.
But they'll have to dig up the whole of Karbala.
But no problem.
But they've got the whole year to do it.
They've got the whole year to do it.
Especially on the Mashaya as well.
But I've seen with the right planning, by the way, the way you can redo infrastructure is very easy. I say easy, obviously, it requires money and planning, but it can be done.
No, for the Ataba, for example, the Ataba, the Tell Zainabiyya and the expansion and all that kind of stuff is all being done by foreign engineers. Australian, Canadian.
So I'm pretty sure they can think of an engineering way to
exactly. They can think of a great way to do it.
Personally, if I could implement anything, I would just put shade the whole Mashaya.
But they did.
Where?
First, no,
Oh, what?
majority of the
Didn't-
walk,
didn't
there
you
is
see
a
the
lot of
video?
shade.
Is it?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ain't
The
seen
majority
any
of the
shade.
Mashaya.
The majority of the Mashaya is now
Yeah.
shade.
I ain't seen no shade.
It's got a
whatsoever.
sheet. It's got a
I've
whole
seen
What,
it's
a
that
sheet?
green.
Nah, proper.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like Bain al-Haramain has that roof.
Yeah.
type
So
thing.
Oh no, that costs too much. Why would you do that?
No,
Just put the
no,
shade on.
No, yeah,
Shade
put
and then the
shade
propellers.
there, so you can, like,
No, so
you
I've
can
seen the
walk whatever you want in the
semi-holy
What
one
shade
with
things in
the
Bain Haramain?
that's
You know, Bain al-Haramain, on
the
side.
canapes, the
Plastic-
actual
Ah,
the
the
canapes.
sides.
plastic ones.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
canapes.
Plastic.
Like
metal,
that, I'd
whatever.
put that
Yeah,
from the
fair
start
enough.
to the beginning. Not the, was it the nettings you're talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
They've
Yeah,
got
the
that.
names was
Does
there.
that make a
the names
difference?
was there,
The
Yeah.
nettings?
They do make a big
They make
difference.
some sort of
They
difference.
make a
Some
big
sort.
difference. My favorite ones are the nettings with the pipes going through in the water.
And then
trickling
the
out.
water.
They're my they're my favorite.
I think the netting is just to reduce the intensity of the sun.
No, it makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But one thing I would change, I think it's a dumb idea, but obviously let me know, is the rih itself, right? The four walls of the actual tomb. If you expand that out, you create. I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
If you increase, like I thought about this very logically. If you increase the surface area of the thing, you can get more people literally touching the shrine.
Yeah, but don't
the
forget.
nettings. Okay.
Don't forget. Mullah, before you show the netting, don't forget we are 21 years coming out of an old regime.
Yeah.
They've done so much, by the way.
Yeah.
Karbala, the governor, Atab, they've done so much from that time until now. I think, and your idea, I think it's coming. I think it will come in the future, where the actual hadar or the actual dharih of Imam Al Hussein alayhi salam, the actual tomb, will be expanded because but you can't accommodate them.
Like I was thinking, you know the doors before you get to the rih area, right?
Yeah.
If you just even brought it to there, you can
Nah,
more than quadruple the amount of people touching the
They'll
shrine.
make it bigger. Like when we spoke on when our guest Abu Shabazz was here. Back in the day, Qatalaga, the actual place where Imam Hussein was out in the open. You could walk over
That
it
is nuts.
and touch it. And now it's a section of
So do
area.
we
So they'll slowly
do
make
we
it
have a
big.
vision? Although we don't like the people there, but do we have a vision where it's going to be as big and grand as Medina, Masjid Nabawi,
It should
where
be.
it's all marble?
Yeah.
I don't think
big,
it'll happen.
massive.
Really?
I don't think it happened because, like for example, you got places that want that. For example, because back in the day, Bain Haramain was a bazaar, it was a marketplace.
Yeah.
So the people, yes, you want to make it open for the zawar, and that's beautiful. And I don't think they want to change from that like mentality. But a lot of outside of Arbaeen, a lot of people live there. They need spaces to live, spaces to interact. If you
I'm not like if you think of where we talked about that edge, right? From there, and what they're doing now, they've taken a lot of the houses that were in between.
Yeah.
You know, Shara Jamhuriya. Do you know what Jamhuriya is?
Yeah.
So Shara Jamhuriya, half of it is going to be Dharih now, or half of it is going to be
the beginning
Hadara.
of the courtyard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going into. So it will be adjacent to Bab al Qibla. It's adjacent to that, if you notice.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Right
they
next to it.
so.
And then we've got
Go on.
on the right hand side of that is going to be the khayma and a bit in front of it. So that whole area is going to be a wide open space.
Yeah, they're gonna be moving. So remember, Imam Hussein TV had to build a new tower and everything.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, the new plans for the shrine is even past that now. Yeah, but this is 20, 30 years.
This
ahead.
is about 30 years.
So
in
back
advance.
on what we were talking about.
Yeah.
When it comes to the shadings, can we put the screen up?
جاده نجف کربلا راه مشایعه که تا روزهای آینده مملو و از سیل
So he's like from the route from Najaf, we've set up on the route from Najaf to Karbala, we've set up this.
دائران اربعین
Wait, so is this Imam Hussein TV's doing that bit there?
No, I think he's talking about.
No?
I think he's talking about.
This is
Imam
the
Hussein
this
TV
is the beginning.
Mawqif.
This is our
Okay.
old.
I don't think he's talking about the shade.
Fine. I
What's he
thought
talking about? The shade or Imam Hussein TV?
Imam Hussein
He's talking about our.
Yeah.
that.
Oh right. Okay.
Fine. So he's talking about the it being
میشه
shaded. Okay.
تورهایی که مشاهده میکنید اینجا اولا عرض کنم که عمود 1114 هست
Which one?
ایستگاه پخش زنده مجموعه رسانه امام حسین علیه السلام اینجا
Which one's
مستقر
Amir?
میشه
They're on the left.
Hezar
Imam Hussein
Chardon.
TV.
Is it that bill?
Is he saying?
Yeah. Is that now? Is
I
that
haven't
114.
been there
He's saying our
since.
Mawqif's here. 1114.
Yeah.
Really?
Started working on
Yeah.
this.
We didn't have a good time then.
There's a thing in front now and everything.
تورهایی که
wow.
ملاحظه میکنید در حال نصب هستن همین الان دارن کار میکنن
They're working hard
برای
right now.
زائران مشایع هست بخشی از مسیر نجف کربلا رو پوشش
On the route,
میده
yeah, it's like
همینطور
they're
که
working hard
ملاحظه
on the route
میکنید
from
من این
Najaf
سمت
to
رو هم
Karbala.
نشون بدم
That's all I heard, man. That's all I'm hearing. I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So you're saying they're doing it, but it's not the whole way. It's only part of it.
Yeah.
And they're doing it next to
اینجا
our
هم
market.
دارن نصب میکنن تورها رو. بخشی از مسیر مشایع در حال سایبان گذاری با تور هست که ملاحظه میکنید برای زائران اربعین. انشاءالله شما هم جزو زائران اربعین 1403 باشید. اللهم عجل ولیک الفرج.
Honestly, that right there has just made me so emotional.
Why?
And so happy, by the way, because my flight ticket was supposed to be on the 14th of August. Okay. They changed my times, which meant it was very inconvenient for filming and stuff, for live shows. So
Did they change it to 5 days later?
No, they changed it to 2 days before. So now I'm arriving in Karbala 2 days before.
Oh, wow.
Which is why I'm so happy right now.
Okay.
MashaAllah.
Yeah. I cannot wait. That mawkib is... we've had a lot of memories in that one.
I think for another
Very,
podcast
very
we
nice
should
people.
talk about our
Very
little refugee camp with Fidel Castro leading.
I remember going into one of the rooms. There were bunk beds in there.
Yeah.
Where?
In our rooms are bunk beds. All got AC now. All the rooms have AC. All rooms have bunk beds.
Has Mullah been to the new one? I haven't been to the new one.
I've
I've only
been to
the
The new
old
ones.
When did you go?
Last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I've only been in
updated
2019.
No,
2019 was
it's
my last
really
Arbaeen, by
nice.
the way.
Even the people are so nice and welcoming.
But it's a vibe.
Yeah.
There is a
Yeah, it's
vibe.
a
Yeah.
vibe. There was an old Haji.
The cook.
Is he the cook?
How old was?
No, I'm talking old, frail old.
Yeah, there's only one old guy.
What's his name, Mo? Hamid Tabbakh.
He is.
Sick
Do you
name.
know Sheikh Mustafa Mohammedi?
Basically the
His
top
dad.
guy in the
Top
channel.
G.
Yeah.
Oh no, of course I knew him.
Yeah, it's his dad.
Oh right, okay.
Shout out to everyone on Imam Hussein TV
Shout out to
in
channel.
Karbala, basically.
Yeah. Poll number 1114. Please come visit.
Chips and
Myself
Chai,
and
IHC.
Minhal will be there. We'll be there.
100%.
Chips and chai. However, for chips and chai, look, Imam Hussein Charity is doing something very unique this year. They are giving out fries, chips, as well as tea, chai. But for them to be able to hit their target of serving approximately, doing about approximately 3,500 potatoes.
Let me check. I've got the.
Yeah. They're going to need something in the region of like £35,000 or something along those lines. I've got the numbers. Okay, what's the numbers? Let me do it again.
So
Wait, I've got it here.
you got it here.
Yeah.
You got.
No.
So it's
How long
30,000.
do we have left?
So
4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay,
Yeah,
let me
so
just quickly say this.
So-
IHC.
Shall I just read the whole thing?
No. So, Imam Hussein Charity has 15 days to raise a minimum of £24,000 for the Mawkib. Now, £1,600 per day.
Okay.
What this means is that the chips or the fries, the machine costs £3,500 and will serve approximately 3,000 people a day. Times that by 10. That's 30,000 portions of chips, which can serve 30,000 zuwar. So they need approximately £24,000 to be able to buy the chip making, whatever. The fryer, basically.
The
So
apparatus.
please do donate because it's going to be chips and chai as given by Imam Hussein Charity.
Yeah.
Ahsant.
I mean, I saw
Shout
in
out.
Muharram time,
Shout
there
out,
was some muwakib that use state-of-the-art, up-to-date machinery, equipment, the stuff you see in
From
Boss
Kuwait,
Man's
right?
chicken shop. You know what I mean? Those sort of fryers.
Ah.
I'm used to seeing a big like pot with oil.
Yeah.
in it.
Gather oil, yeah.
Why don't they just do that? Sorry, I don't know about that.
I-
Why don't you just
I
get
don't
three
know.
big jadura, wax some oil
You're
in,
right.
put some
But
chips,
when it
hold
comes
it,
to that's probably a cost-effective way
Quality.
of doing it.
Quality.
But-
Remember in the first episode we're talking about serving the Zawar of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, the best
But
of
also
foods and
serving
quality.
within your means.
It's also efficiency. If you think about it, put it in the fryer for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, out.
out.
And next
Timer,
batch.
beep, beep.
People
Get
like
ready.
chips as well, innit? They're gonna have
Yeah.
mayonnaise, ketchup, blah blah.
I
garlic
assume
sauce.
so.
Yeah, peri sauce, vinegar.
Why not?
that's
Peri
about
sauce.
it.
Give them a taste of Britain. Why not?
You know, I
For
always
loaded
some
fries. Loaded fries.
Loaded
with
fries
it.
with some cheese on
Right,
top.
well,
I've always
you
wanted, by
want
the
me
way,
to-
for a mokib to do barbecue wings.
Barbecue wings. You know what I really want? I want a fish and chips place. That'd be
Like
brilliant.
proper chippies.
Cod. Put some chips on top. Put a vinegar.
And
why
on
not?
that note,
Wait, I've
ladies
never
and
seen a bite
gentlemen,
like that.
Syed Mohsen, take over, please.
Yes. Final thought, Mr. Fish and Chips on a Friday.
I've already said,
Friday.
listen, donate to Imam Hussein charity for them to get chips and chai out to you, Zawar. We want to do 30,000 Zawar, so please donate.
Mr. Khafaji.
Imam Hussein Charity is your sort of voice, your mawkib in Karbala. If you're not able to make it, just give us a small proportion of what you were going to spend on that flight ticket, and we will provide chips and chai for the Zawar in your name.
And Imam Hussein TV is your gateway to Karbala. You can watch the Mashaya live 24/7 on all our channels and some other channels if they take our feed.
I want to do a big shout out to Muhammad Fahad, our director.
Shout out,
Also to Salman Bhai, who's our visual director.
Shout out. You have to keep
Shout
them
out to
shout-outs.
Amir Reza, who
Shout
does
out
most
Amir
of the
Reza.
sound and all
Shout
the
out.
Thank you.
illustration
I
and
try.
everything. And also the whole team here, because without them we could not have another Arbaeen Talk. Inshallah, guys, we will see you guys on the next episode here on Imam Hussein.
Shout out to
TV3.
Haji Qasim, by the way, for the idea for this show.
Yeah, brilliant. Shout
Wassalamu
out to
alaikum wa
Qasim.
rahmatullahi
We
wa
love the boss.
barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum
Take care,
wa
Master.
rahmatullahi wa
Bye, bye, bye,
barakatuh.
bye.
لبيك لبيك يا أبا عبد الله لبيك لبيك يا أبا عبد الله All my days I give in your name, serving you my desire.